Hello everyone, this is Golden Aura Tarot with another pick a card. This pick a card is going to be who you were as a child versus who you are now as an adult. Can I see your past childhood and report to you your childhood nostalgia, your childhood memories? 4 piles to choose from, timestamps or below. Enjoy. Okay, so pile 1, if you chose cake, you were that kid who yes, this is like golden childhood nostalgia. Okay, like I don't know about y'all, but growing up, like the cool kid always had the coolest birthday parties. You know what I mean? Like they had the birthday parties at the skater ring. Like the cool kids, all the cool kids had parties at the skater ring or the bowling alley or the arcade. I just heard that your parents were able to afford these parties, these birthday parties, and not only to afford bookings at these birthday parties, but like the food and the ice cream, cause y'all like catering ain't cheap, you know. When you invite so many children, you know, you have to provide food for all those children also when you're booking these parties. So your parents had the money to afford this. If not, you know, if you grew up in a impoverished family, you guys struggled to pay the bills, I still see that your parents made the effort to make sure that you were happy on your birthday. So you felt like your parents gave a fuck about you growing up, you know, compared to other children that you have been in class with when you were younger. Back then, you believed in birthday wishes, like Genie in the bottle, like you had witchy ways or wizard like ways growing up. Like you're a witch now, but your journey of being a witch started when you was a kid. Like when I was a kid, I used to be so like um so obsessed with that game MASH and like little things that would predict your future. Like I was into that when I was a kid before I looked into tarot as an adult. So like when you was a child, you were very spiritual. Okay? As a kid, you would not call this spiritual. It was just something that you were into. But as an adult, you could have a like I say, like a spiritual practice. Okay? Yeah, like y'all used to be so obsessed with like blowing the candles and stuff like that. And here you are as an adult doing like enchanted candles and stuff. So you were a witch or a wizard even as a child. But anyway, enough with the channeled messages. Let's see what the card is saying. A lot of y'all ate a lot as a kid. A lot of y'all was like carnivores. Like growing up, y'all didn't really like vegetables like that. Y'all loved the meats like the ribs and pepperoni pizza and sausages when y'all wake up in the morning and the bacon. Okay, a lot of y'all could have been obsessed with meat and did not like vegetables. Some of y'all could have had families who did not believe in the vaccine. Like before COVID came out, let me just, maybe I shouldn't have said it. Before the pandemic happened, right? We had this controversy of to take it or not to take it. And I think you guys, before that was even a big talk or debate, y'all families did not believe in any of those things. Those injections, I should say. Growing up, you guys could have been very lethargic, tired, maybe sickly. If not sickly, you guys rested a lot growing up. Y'all like to take power naps and stuff growing up. Like every time your parents called you, they basically woke you up out of your sleep. You were always sleeping, napping, resting, taking breaks. Okay, while other siblings were playing, running, you were sleeping. Some of y'all felt like y'all was different from your siblings. Okay, like I wouldn't go far as saying black sheep, but I feel like you knew deep down you were different from the rest of your siblings. Maybe you guys had different dads, different mothers. Maybe you guys were into different things that your siblings was not into. Yeah. You could have also felt left out, left out in a cold as a child as well. Some of y'all did grow up sickly, like y'all were sick all the time. Or, okay, okay, trigger warning, because I might tap into some childhood traumas now. So bear with me. I'm going to make this light as possible because this reading is not trying to do no shadow work or, go into the shadows of your childhood. This is just me wanting to do something light and fun. But what I'm seeing here is like growing up, your parents or your family members try to raise you tough. They wanted you to be tough. So they might have like talk shit when you was crying or when you were sad. They were like toughen up, or if you fall and had a little boo boo, they'd be like, you be all right, tough it up, be a tough cookie type of thing. Yeah, your family raised you to be hardcore. They did not want you to be weak. I'm not saying you are weak, or when you was a child you were weak. I'm not saying that, but that was their viewpoints of raising you, to raise you as a person who's strong. A lot of y'all could have been raised by people who were in the military or law enforcement, because I just saw a whole bunch of people in uniform, and I was like, oh, okay. So you could have you could have been raised by people who were in the military or uniform, okay? Some sort of uniform, child. It could have been janitor uniform. I don't know. I can't tell this. I should. I'm not gonna go there because I don't want y'all to be thinking I'm talking shit. But the way I saw it, I can tell what uniforms it was. Okay, that's all I can say. Let me move on. But yeah. Yeah, some of y'all grew up in a home where like you guys had parents who counted every cent in the bank account. Like, because money wasn't abundant in your household, But I feel like your parents did their best to make you and your siblings happy. I could say that for y'all. And at the same time, they wanted y'all to be strong and ready for the world. Be ready for this tough world. So you have to be tough. The world is tough, so you also have to be tough. That's basically how they raised you. Yeah, I just heard someone say you can't be soft in this tough world. I heard that. So yeah. And I'm not saying that's how it should go. Like, I feel like in this world we need a little softness, man. It's a little bit too hard out here. We need some softness, some warmth, some love. Where's the love? You feel me? Tough love. That's what it is. Tough love. There's a prominent male energy that you remember growing up. Maybe this is this law enforcement officer, or Military guy I'm seeing. Very quiet, very stiff, very blunt. I don't see him talking that much. He just had this weird gaze or stare. I wouldn't say weird, but it's, you know, that gaze that people look, it's as if they're looking to your soul, you know? I feel like he does that. Yo, there's a childhood friend that likes you, by the way. Side note, if you suspect a childhood friend liking you, they do, by the way. Side note, I know. Okay, we off topic. Let's get back on topic. I think these people made you tough, man. I think you guys naturally, as an adult, y'all are very like nonchalant, not easily amused. Y'all seem very detached. Yeah. Okay. The heck? I know we talk about childhood, like how you are as a child and how you are now. You know, child versus, who you are now as an adult. But they're telling me something that's going on with you now, present. Hold on. There's someone watching. This could be for one person. Is either you or someone is watching you, Power One. Like, they like you a lot. They've been watching you for quite some time, and maybe y'all have not been aware of it. They're gonna make yeah, they're gonna make a move. I just heard they're going to make a move. Some of y'all, it might benefit to wear soda light. Y'all, can we get back on topic? Childhood, please. Thank you. So basically, back to your childhood. So basically, thank you, because they were taking me other places, y'all. I'm like, we talking about childhood, right? But anyway, um, y'all grew up having basic meals, ramen, spam, peanut butter and jellies, sandwiches. Y'all grew up with that a lot, to kind of help make the dollar stretch in your household. Yeah, like I really do believe that your parents or people who raised you, your guardians, did all they could to ensure you had clothes on your back, food in your mouth. And I really do think that they struggled to do so, but they did so, They made do. And the options were few in your household. Like, it wasn't like they could like some of y'all could have grown, like some of y'all could have grew up in a family where y'all believe it wasn't many options to obtain income. Like, I met people who said, like, I either go to the military or I do school. That's the only two options. Or I hear people like, oh, I just have a 9 to 5 or I go to school. Like, some of y'all were given ultimatums when y'all turned 18. My childhood was different. I didn't have no ultimatum. I already decided I'm going to school no matter what. So my mother did not give me no ultimatum. Like, you go to school or you gotta do this, you know. But I feel like y'all had ultimatums. Like, you have to go to school, you have to join the military, you gotta do this. I feel like y'all parents had strict expectations on how to be an adult or how to live once you're 18. Like, you could have had those parents, like, once you turn 18, you out the door. You're 18 years old now. You're not gonna live here no more. You're 18, you know? Y'all could have had that. Or like your parents scrutinize you for living at their house still when you were 18 years of age. Hmm. Interesting. I think you guys have very expressive parents. Like, they did not hold their tongue when they was disappointed in you, you know. They made sure you understood and you know that they were disappointed. I really feel like in your household discipline was a thing, you know. All right, pal, two, this is me diving into your childhood. Let me know if it's accurate. This is kind of a challenge for me to tap into someone's past that far back. So let me know what you think. Like this video, subscribe, and join the family. Check out my other content. See you guys later. Bye. Hello, pal 2. If you have chosen the nail card, so pal 2, growing up, y'all had a very rough childhood. Very chaotic childhood. I see you guys moving from place to place to place to place. Not because your parents had to change households, but maybe because y'all were always in places where it was unsafe and you guys had to evacuate immediately. I'm seeing parents abusing drugs. I'm seeing parents abusing alcohol. I'm seeing parents being abusive, like verbally abusive, physically abusive, mentally abusive. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to trigger nobody. Um, but this is what's coming up. So if this is very deep for you and it's triggering, I suggest that you pause this video or click off and really take care of yourself, you know? So this is going to be a deep one, okay? So sit tight. I'm going to try to make it light and fun as I can, but this is some heavy shit, bro. All right. I feel like at a young age, you were given responsibilities as an adult, you know? Like, you could have had like these adult expectations on you as a child, like to wake your younger siblings up and get them dressed for school and walk them to school before you walk to middle school. And you know, when you go back from middle school, you pick your sibling up and go back home, and you cook a meal for your sibling and make sure the homework is done. Like, you had a lot of responsibilities growing up. Your parents really made sure, or was basically on your ass to make good grades growing up as a kid. I just feel like you live in a very strict household. If it wasn't chaotic or crazy or abusive, it could have been strict. Okay? Like, physical discipline was definitely a thing because I keep seeing it in different ways, shapes and forms. Like, if you guys did something that your parents did not like, that was always taking your shit. Like, I would take your phone if you are not done with homework, you know, by 7 p.m. because you procrastinating. And if homework is not done by 7 p.m., I'm going to take your phone. Give me your phone. Basically, you could have had a parent who was always like this, wanting to put your phone or your game controller right in their hand, you know? Y'all could have had parents that stressed you out as a kid, but doesn't believe that children become stressed. Like, I've seen this before where parents believe that children don't have feelings. They're a child. They don't have sadness, depression. Like, I've heard this before. You're too young to be depressed. What do you mean depressed? So you could have had like parents who neglected you emotionally. You know, like if you came to your parents sad and depressed, they thought you were faking it. They thought that you wasn't serious. You were just trying to get attention. You know, and you could have been actually depressed. I did not suspect this to go this deep. Some of y'all could have been abused since y'all was infants, babies. Y'all probably don't remember this, but that the abuse actually went that far, like far down for y'all. Like ever since you came to this earth, you could have had people abusing the shit out of you, and my heart goes out to you if that fits your actual life or if it resonates with you. And as an adult, some of y'all could have actually went into abusive relationships. It's because you guys had abusive relationships growing up and possibly don't even remember those abusive relationships, because when a child doesn't know anything different, if all you show them is abuse, you can say that's love, and the child will say, well, that's what love is because that's all that I know. And then you will fall in love with people who will hurt you, and you wonder why. Look at your childhood if you've been wondering why you've been dating crazy people or abusive people. And maybe you would channel the answer, or your ancestors would tell you the answer why. All right, the channeled messages are done. Let's get into the cards. That was a long channeled message. Yeah, I feel like you had like a dysfunctional childhood. Like everyone was against each other. The siblings were fighting against each other. Sibling one was fighting against mom, and sibling two was fighting against dad. And you were just left in the corner, like why y'all fighting and arguing all the time. And then there was time where the whole family would argue and yell at you. There was times you could have been cornered, because I just heard cornered, and I'm literally seeing a whole family cornering one child. Like literally, like I've seen a child walk, like literally walking backwards into a corner, and the mom is yelling at her, and the siblings are yelling at her. Like, oh my god. Growing up as a teenager in high school, you could have had siblings that sabotage your high school romance, your high school relationships, some way, somehow. Or you could have grown up in a household where your parents did not allow you to date in high school or middle school, but you guys dated anyway, and you could have had siblings who told on you or made it difficult for you to sneak around and still have, high school sweethearts and stuff like that. You could have had parents or grandparents who had like a secret stash of cash that they did not tell anyone about. And they're saying something about a will and someone's name being left off the will. Someone's name should have been on the will. And I heard that was done on purpose. That was not by accident. People don't leave folks' names off of wills by accident. That's my opinion. Anyway. I feel like, pal, too, out of all the crazy people in your family, you were the sane one. The sane. You were sane amongst insane people, basically. Growing up, you could have been into gardening, or you were raised around people who were into gardening. Some of y'all had like a prominent high school sweetheart or a middle school sweetheart, or you could have had like a crush for years, like the same crush for years. You could have been crushing on someone for like 5+ years, you know? Like for me, when I was in elementary school, I had a crush, and we ended up going to the same middle school, and I ended up having a crush on him still. So it was kind of like that for y'all. Like you could have had like a crush on someone in middle school, and when you grew up, you still have a crush on that person. Yeah, some of y'all are into growing flowers or growing up like wearing aesthetics that have flowers like on your clothes, like roses and daisies, designs on your shorts, purses, pencils. I'm seeing pencils with flowers on them. So floral aesthetics was a thing growing up as a child. I see you guys like dancing a lot as a kid. This reminds me of me, you know, when the CD player, the portable CD player was a thing, and you had to keep that CD player upright when you're dancing. You can't dance too crazy because if you do it and you let the CD player tilt, it starts to scratch and stuff. I used to dance so much with that portable CD player. um, and back then, MP3 players was like the best thing you could have had before smartphones, you know? Yeah, I feel like with the sun and the reverse, y'all had a tough childhood, okay? And y'all could have had people who was always like raining on your parade. Like you could have been happy, and then someone comes in and like talks to you like shit. And you're like, why? You know, like people being a bitch to you for no reason growing up. Excuse my language. Table. Growing up, y'all could have taken school very seriously. Oh, y'all could have been like into books. Y'all read books a lot growing up. Music could have been a huge importance to you as well growing up. Pal Pal 2. I almost called you Pal 4. Y'all might be into Pal 4. I haven't done it yet, but you might be into Pal 4. Yeah. Anything else? I feel like growing up now, y'all don't really trust people like this. I mean, like that. Y'all don't trust no one. You keep a small circle. You don't mind going out alone, taking yourself out on dates, being your own counselor, being your own everything. Um, I think you guys have a hard time letting people in. How to? As an adult, I feel like you guys still wear floral aesthetics. Might put flowers in your hair, or it's something about flowers. Okay. Floral magic. Some of y'all need to look up floral magic. Doing magic with flowers. That might help somebody out with their magic. Even though you guys still have very hard times growing up, y'all still have some good memories, that you are thankful for. And I feel like the best memories you had was with your middle school, high school friends, music, movies that you watched with your friends out to movie theaters. So you guys fuck with your friends more than you did your family for some of y'all. Like some of y'all couldn't wait to get away from your family and just hang out with your friends. I'm seeing rice pudding. I just saw rice pudding. The first batch I saw, I didn't see no raisins in them. Now I do. I'm like, where the raisins at? Oh no, something about bread pudding. I mean, rice pudding with and without the raisins. Wait, they put raisins in rice pudding? I thought you put that in bread pudding. Shit, they put it. I don't know. Maybe that was bread pudding that I just saw. Maybe I'm seeing rice and bread pudding. It's something about those like desserts that your family made or your grandparents made. Those are sweet, legit sweet memories. Some of y'all are trying to relearn the recipes or learn the recipes of certain foods and desserts that you enjoyed as a child. Now that you are an adult, you're trying to carry certain traditions um, onward in your bloodline. Like through recipes. Like try to keep the grandmother's secret recipe current. Like, yeah. Oh, what's this? Yeah, loners. Y'all are fucking loners. Yeah, for sure. But y'all getting it though. Y'all getting it in life. Y'all are successful in life. Y'all did it by yourselves. Y'all are used to doing shit by yourselves. Okay? So it's easy for you to go get something that you want by yourself on your own. All right, pal. 2, this is it. Let me know what you think. Was that accurate? Did I describe your childhood accurately? Let me know down below. And also, subscribe and join the family. Like this video. See you guys later. Check out my other content. Bye. Hello, pal 3. If you have chosen the rainbow, this is for you. There's something about pistachios. Some of y'all could be allergic to nuts or pistachios, or you could be really obsessed with those. I heard someone almost died eating nuts. Random. Okay, let's get into the. Some of y'all knew y'all are. Okay, if you are gay, if you are, trans, pansexual, y'all knew that when y'all was a kid. Without a shadow of a doubt. Y'all knew that as a kid. Y'all could have pretended, act like, but y'all knew. Like pretend and act like to be straight. But y'all knew like the whole time you were gay. And that's okay. Okay? Alright, so we have 4 pentacles. Y'all grew up in a Christian or highly religious household. Like I'm seeing like crucifixes, Bibles, holy water. I just saw the Pope, the Pope on the wall. If you are a man, y'all could have experimented with makeup growing up. I heard mother's clothing. You could have tried on mother's clothing. Whether you're a woman or a man, you could have tried your mother's clothing growing up. Some of y'all's parents could have tried to change y'all to act differently. Like if you were a boy and you were acting too feminine, your family might have tried to remind you plenty of times that you are a boy and boys act this way and this is how you should act. If you are a girl and you were too masculine, your family tried to remind you in so many ways that you are a girl and this is how girls act and you should act this way. Like you had parents that police the way you express yourself and how you express your gender orientation. Some of y'all grew up really rebellious. Like no matter how your parents try to tell you how to act, how to be, how to behave, how to dress, you still did what you wanted anyway. For some of y'all's parents gave up and like this is just how my child is. I try to correct them and teach them how they should look and be and dress, but this is how they are, so I can't even tell them anymore type of thing. Even though some of your parents were tired of trying to remind you of how you should behave based on your gender, and they kind of let it go deep down. I think you guys knew that even though they wasn't addressing it anymore, you guys could tell growing up that they had a problem with your sexuality. Okay. Anywho, if that doesn't resonate with you, let's go for more messages. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Excuse me. Excuse me. I feel like you guys had parents who were able to obtain a lot of money, or for some reason, PAL 3. What I'm getting is that y'all were a good salesman growing up. Hear me out. What I mean by that is like, you know that kid who always like was the one who like miraculously sold 500 chocolate bars? Like how the hell you sell 500 chocolate bars in 2 weeks? Like I always marveled at those students in my classroom like yay, Joshua sold 500 chocolate bars. I'm like, what? It took me a lot of persuasion to have my family buy 5 chocolate bars. How the fuck Joshua sold 500? You could have been Joshua growing up. Like you just had like this niche, like this talent to just go anywhere and let people buy shit from you. You walk into the barber shops, you walk into the stores. Like you wasn't afraid to advertise your product at a young age. And I feel like as an adult, you guys can still use those skills to make money now. You guys can be a good salesman now. Not just for anyone's company, but you can actually do this for your own company. So if you're sleeping on your skill on if you're sleeping on your natural talents to sell products, to be a salesman, you should wake the fuck up and use that skill so it can earn this cha-ching. You know what I mean? Okay? Like how the fuck Joshua sold 500? I ain't gonna lie, I was low key hating on Joshua. I'm like, how the fuck he sold 500 chocolate bars? How the hell he did that? I'm like, god damn. And he was always winning those contests because I don't know about y'all, but in my school, like you would get prizes based on how many you were able to sell. And they would get like these big prizes for selling 200, 500 chocolate bars, or those coupon books. I don't know where y'all live at, but where I'm from in Florida, coupon books and chocolate bars was a thing to sell, for contests and prizes. You know, that was like elementary school and maybe middle school, but they definitely did it in elementary school. Yeah. Anyway, some of y'all need to revisit the talents that you had as a child. Some of y'all don't realize how talented you are as an adult. Mm-mm. A lot of these slept on talents, y'all used to use these talents as a child. Go back to these talents and use them. Use them, Pal 3. Okay, I'm going to say it. A lot of y'all grew up being very depressed. But this Six of Swords, she looks depressed. Mm-hmm. Wow. I did not know this. But in the background, I'm not sure if you can see it, but let me try. Oh, crap. There's a little star by my thumb. I mean, by my pointer finger, index finger. There's like a innate talent that can make you like a star, that can make you famous, but you need to tap right back into it. Revisit this talent, this gift. I think for the longest, y'all tried to live a normal life. Y'all tried to live a life that would make your caregivers, or your parents happy. Some of y'all supposed to live like a gypsy lifestyle. What? That's what I heard. I don't even know what that. That's what I heard. I'm just saying what I heard. Like traveling place to place or something. Nomad. Thank you. Nomad lifestyle. Like a digital nomad. Or you want to. Growing up, you could have had a lot of D's, F's, and C's on your report card. You could have had teachers who looked down on you a lot. Growing up, a lot of you guys felt unmotivated and procrastinated a lot on your chores, on your homework. Y'all could have ride the bicycle or tricycle a lot growing up. Some of y'all could have grown up around like a pastor or grew up around a local religious figure. Like this could be not someone who's always in a church, but they talk about God a lot. There's a person who talks about God a lot here. Okay, the God. But it's so weird, and no offense to this person that I'm sensing that was always talking about God around you. They did not really do godly things, and I don't want to go there to tell you what they are, because I'm not liking what I'm seeing or hearing. Yeah, yeah, because I'm getting this with the Hierophant and the reverse. Like someone talked about God a lot, but they did not do godly things. I feel like with this Knight of Wands and the upright, I feel like you guys dreamt about a better life, a luxurious life, a life that treated you better than you did growing up. Y'all could be aiming or focusing on the life of luxury or just a life that's more easy for you. Why am I seeing pills? I'm seeing like a yellow oblong um pill. It's like a yellow oval pill, and it's kind of flat, you know. And I'm seeing like a half white, half blue pill and a purple pill. I'm seeing pills. I don't know why. I'm seeing Advil. You could have grown up taking a lot of pills. Yeah. I'm seeing a little boy trying his mother's earrings. And they're kind of flashy and long, like those drape like earrings, those tassel long earrings. And it's silver, by the way, if anyone is wondering what I'm seeing. Growing up, a lot of y'all could have like doodled a lot in your journal, like made sketches of people, places, things. Y'all could have been artists growing up. Like y'all like to doodle on stuff, like doodle on the walls, like that doesn't sound right. Cause I almost said it almost sound like doo doo on the walls, and that's not what I'm saying. That's not. Y'all like to draw on stuff, draw on yourself, draw on the walls, draw on notebooks, draw on your tennis shoes. Okay, draw on your book bag. Some of y'all could have been like skin pickers, like y'all like to pick on your scabs and pick on your acne growing up. Some of y'all could have had cystic acne. As an adult, I feel like you stand up for yourself and you stand up for other people. Y'all believe in gay rights. Y'all stand up for gay rights. Okay? Equality. A lot of y'all like to live life on edge. I feel like you guys grew around people who were too careful in life. So growing up now, you like to take risk. Y'all trust in yourself and trust where you guys are going in life. And if not, Spirit saying you should trust in yourself more often and trust where you are going in life. That's what I'm getting when I'm looking at the Fool card and the Knight of Wands. Okay, pal. 3, that is all. Thank you so much for watching this channel. Comment below, was that accurate? Did I describe your childhood accurately? Let me know in the comment section below. And also subscribe, join the family. What else? Like this video and check out my other content. Bye, y'all. Hello, PAL 3. If you, no, PAL 4. If you have chosen the guitar, this is for you. Growing up, you could have been the musical child. You were always banging on something, making beats, beatboxing and stuff. I just saw someone street dancing. Like the old school way with the boom box, and then you get like a cardboard box and you spin on top of it. I'm seeing that. Or you could have grown up seeing that, and then yourself has grown up to be a dancer. You could be into dancing, or you could be into making a lot of music. You could be a producer, your own producer. I just said. I mean, I just heard, not just said, but it's something about being your own producer. I'm seeing someone playing a saxophone, a flute. Someone could be into like wind instruments, I should say. Is that we should say it? Wind instruments? I forgot all the musical classifications. You got the strings, you got the percussions. Where does the flute lay? The wind instruments, right? I don't know. But anyway, you could be into playing trumpets, trumpets, saxophones, flutes. I'm seeing people playing violins. I'm seeing people playing all types of instruments. Okay. Some of y'all could have performed a lot as a child. Like I'm hearing like a musical genius. I heard he's a musical genius. She's a musical genius. You perfected music ever since you were a kid. All right, so let's get into the additional messages. The golden child, I just heard. Y'all could have been like the golden child. And some of y'all dreamt, wish to be famous. A lot of y'all were spoiled growing up. Spoiled. I think a lot of y'all believe that one day y'all will be big figures in life. Y'all could have had like a very decorative room growing up. Like posters everywhere, plaques everywhere, certificates everywhere hung up on the wall, stickers, wall paint, different colors other than white. Y'all were very expressive children. Y'all did not keep things to yourself. If something was bothering you, you went to your parent or caregiver to tell them what was on your mind or how you felt. I don't think y'all was the athletic types at all. I think you guys focus on like studies, studying music, studying mathematics, studying science. The nerds, like the band nerds. Some of y'all played in bands. Band, yeah, I'm hearing band nerd. Because in marching bands, they wear these gloves, right? This white glove. And that's what I'm getting. For some of y'all, not all. Some of y'all did not want to appear geeky or nerdy. So you guys hide the fact that you are smart. Some of y'all did struggle in academia. I feel like with this umbrella, I feel like your family protected you. They made sure that no one messed with you. You could have had a mother who would like show up to school and bully a child that bullied you, basically. But I think you guys overall had a very happy childhood. Okay. Some of y'all are very short, small, or petite. A lot of y'all were comforters of your parents. Like you could have watched your parents cry, struggle, worry, doubt themselves. You provided some sort of comfort for them. Or you could have acted as a gatekeeper for them. I'm getting like scenes for a movie. Like if a man hurt a child's mother's feelings, right? Maybe this guy and their mother dated and then they broken up and then all of a sudden this person wants their mommy back, so they showed up to the front door knocking, right? And the child opens the door like, and the guy's like, "Is your mom in here?" And the child lied like, "No, you can't come in. You know, my mom's not here." Like you could have been that child, like very protective of your parents, you know. And I feel like they were very protective of you. Y'all are very strategic people, business like minded people. The emperor. So as an adult, y'all know how to protect your assets. You know how to protect everything you have worked so hard for. Like you struggled growing up, so you made sure as an adult you have everything that you need. Your parents made sure you dressed in a classy, put together way, and you still dress this way growing up. Like you don't sag your pants, you don't wear clothes with holes and tears. Like you made sure that the way you present yourself was always on point. Like you were taught about first impressions and how to make a good first impression and how to dress and how to dress the look. Like if you were trying to be a businessman, then you need to dress like a businessman. If you're trying to be, I don't know, a model, you need to look like a model, whatever that means to you. Basically, knowing how to dress to fit in, basically, but in a way that still looks put together. Yeah. With this Three of Wands, oh, y'all don't like to wait for shit. As an adult, y'all don't like to wait for shit. Y'all could be very impatient people. Hmm. Very passionate, you know. As an adult, I feel like as a kid, you had a dream. And as an adult, you cater to this dream so it can become a reality, basically, is what I'm getting. You dream big. You still dream big as if you were a child. You have this maturity as an adult, but you have like this wandering mind like a child. Like a child is very curious and they don't tend to doubt their desires. Like they go towards what they want. Like they want that piece of candy. If they want that piece of candy on the counter, they're gonna go get that candy on the counter, you know? And as a kid you had a dream and you wondered how can you achieve this dream, and you're still wondering, or you're very close to achieving this dream. Oh man, as an adult, you could have had troubles in your love life because you were so focused on your dreams, your goals, your passions, your next step in life. And you had partners who didn't understand that. So you either had to leave them or they had to leave you as an adult. Because you understand that you have a talent and a gift. Oh, there's more in here. Holy shit. Wow, wind. Did I say something about wind instruments? Y'all, can y'all tell me the right musical classification for flutes and saxophones, and is it wind instruments or I don't know. It makes me want to go look it up right now, but I'm in the middle of this reading, so some of y'all were homeschooled, okay? Some of y'all had a parent who had like a pimped out ride, and you were known for this, like how a parent had an awesome car or something like that. Okay, this is. I'm going to try my best to explain what I'm seeing. But what I'm seeing is like y'all didn't really do it big when it came to parties. Your parties was very simple. Like here's a birthday card, here's a cake, blow it, happy birthday. You know, y'all didn't really go all out. It was a very simple birthday or birthdays going up. Sometimes you were lucky to have a cake, I heard. Like y'all didn't really do it big growing up when it came to your birthday. Some of y'all, yeah, traveled a lot growing up. Okay? I'm hearing military brat. Interesting. Growing up, you heard a lot of stories about your ancestors, your spirits that are on the other side who once lived. Because some people don't know much about their ancestors. They knew they were alive at some point, but I feel like y'all hold a lot of stories. You know, so many stories that you know who your ancestors are and were when they were alive. Anyway, Pal 4, I'm going to end this here. Did I describe your childhood accurately? Let me know in the comment section below. And subscribe and join the family if you have not done so. To my old and new subscribers, thank you so much. I love you guys. Check out my other content. Bye, y'all.